Kia ora koutou, my name is Mr. Maclaren and welcome to Some Maths. Today we're going to do some adding, and for that I have set up this particularly authentic beach scene with a hot rod show going on, which is very similar to what we see at Orewa Beach. I think it's in February normally. Some of you guys might have been to it. And you'll see that this is very authentic because there's hardly any sand in my beach, just like there's hardly any sand at Orewa. And unfortunately it looks like some people have decided to park their hot rods in the sand and one in the water, which is going to make things very tricky. Now our learning intention for today is to solve our problem by counting on from the biggest number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drive 5 cars out of the sand over here. You can see we've already got 2 cars who have correctly parked in the car park, and we're going to add 5 more cars to the car park, and I'm going to do that now. As discussed, or as I told you just before, we've put 5 cars into the car park down here, so we don't need to count those. But there's 5 cars here and there's 2 cars here. So which one of those groups of cars is the biggest number? It's the 5 cars. We know that. So we can say 5, 6, 7. So the answer here is that there are now 7 cars in the car park. 5, 2, make 7. So let's write that as our number sentence. So our bigger number was 5 plus or and 2, and we discovered that that came to 7. Okay, I want you to go and grab a piece of paper and a pencil, and I'll set up a new problem for you guys, and then you can solve it and write your own number sentence, and then I'll check and see if my number sentence is the same as yours. Hit pause now. Okay, now remember that the learning intention for this is to always count on from the bigger number. And if you have a look down here in the car park, I had 3 cars in the car park over there. There's 3 there. And over here, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 and 3. Okay, now we're going to add these 2 groups together, and I want you guys to do this. I want you to have a look now at each side of the car park, figure out which is the bigger group, how many are in the bigger group, and count on from there, and write that as a number sentence. And I'll write mine, and we'll catch up in a minute and see if it's the same. Which is the bigger number? 4. So we know that that's 4. We can go 4, 5, 6, 7. Cool. Now I'm going to write that as a number sentence, and you can check and see if you got it the same. Alright, so we've 4 cars over that side of the car park, and 3 over this side of the car park. So we counted on from 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that tells us that our answer is 7, which is the same as the one before actually, isn't it? Except we've used some different numbers. Okay, let's do another one. Okay, now over in the car park originally we had 4 cars, and we had some more cars drive in from the grass this time and not from the beach. Let's count those. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and over here the cars that were already in the car park, 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, I need you to have a look at the cars now, the two groups, figure out which group is the bigger group. Is it this side or this side? And then count on from the larger number and write that as a number sentence. It's 5. 5 is the bigger number. We know that there's 5 there. Let's count on now. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How's that going to look as a number sentence? I'll do mine now and then let's check together. Alright, so we know that on this side of the car park, the guys that drove in off the grass and one came through the hedge, there was 5, which is the bigger number. And the guys and girls that were already had their cars in the car park was 4 equals what, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you got that, then you are bang on. Okay, one more and that will be the end of our session for today. Okay, good. Now, sensible people who were already in the car park. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 were already in the car park. 3 people decided to come in off the sand. Good idea. Have a look at the two groups of cars. We've got 7 and 3. I need you now to count on from the biggest number, figure out how many cars are here, and write that as a number sentence. And I'm going to do the same and then let's check together. So on this side we've got 7 and on this side we've got 3. Which is the bigger number? Well, it's 7. I think we all know that. So we're going to count on from this side this time. So we've got 7 here, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so for our final number sentence, we have 7 as the bigger number there, plus 3 equals 7 plus 3, and we counted those, we counted on from the 7, and we discovered that that was 10, and that's the answer. That's the end of our session for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Now remember, while we're at home during this Elite Level 3, there's lots of maths that we can do, and it doesn't have to be like I've just shown you. It could simply be counting how many windows are in this room, how many windows are in my whole house, or how many toys have I got in this group of toys, and you can separate them out and add them together and do things like that. Anyway, we'll catch you later.